Okay, so as you guys just heard, my name is Hilary. I'm a data analyst at Etsy, and I'm going to talk today about a project I did a few months ago about my name and why it's the most poisoned name in US history. So first of all, I always want to say I love my name. The name Hilary, it comes from the same root word as the name hilarious. It means cheerful and merry. It's a great name. But I guarantee that everyone is thinking of someone else when they hear the name Hilary. So this is who everyone thinks of when they hear the name Hilary. So the name Hilary is so tightly associated with Hillary Clinton that whenever I meet a stranger, they say to me, "Oh, you're Hilary, like Hillary Clinton." So first of all, if any of you have made that joke, it's not funny. Second of all, so Hillary Clinton, like when people said that, it was like in a really pejorative way. Hillary Clinton was extremely unpopular because she didn't fit the mold of what people thought a first lady should be like. So it didn't surprise me in college when I came across a blog post that stated that Hilary was the most poisoned baby name in US history. The author had looked at the change in the ranking of popularity of the name Hilary and seen that it had dropped a lot, especially compared to other names that were similarly ranked. So I was in college, I thought that was really interesting, but in the back of my head I thought, I would really like to do this analysis myself, but I didn't have the technical skills to do it at the time. Fast forward 8 years, I've gone to graduate school, I know R, I know more statistics, so I thought, I'm gonna do this myself and verify what I've been saying for the last 8 years. So I went to the Social Security website, I scraped the data from the website for every baby name, I got the popularity of the name, and I calculated the year-over-year change in the percent popularity for every single name for every single year. What I found was that I defined most poison as the biggest percent drops, and what I found was that Hilary was number 6 in terms of most poison. I was devastated by this. I had been telling people for 8 years that I had the most poison name. I didn't come here to make friends, I came here to win. So I was bummed out, I didn't know what to do, and finally I decided, let me go and visualize the data and see exactly what's happening. When I did that, I saw some really strange results. When I plotted the percent popularity versus year, I saw that all the other poison names had these weird spikes in popularity, whereas Hilary had steadily increased in popularity and then dropped off the chart. So, for each of the names that spiked in, I decided to Google the name and try to figure out what was going on. And what I found was that all those names spiked in popularity because people were naming their kids after someone they had seen on TV. So, for example, the name Katina in the 70s became popular because there was a soap opera on which a baby was named Katina. Similarly, in 1970, people started naming their daughters Farrah because Farrah Fawcett became famous because of Charlie's Angels. My personal favorite is the name Aisha, which became popular in 1991 because of this amazing one hit from the band Another Bad Creation, which they have this fabulous 1990s song about this girl that they met in the playground. It's a bunch of 12-year-olds. I highly recommend looking it up when you get home. So anyway, these were all fad names, and I thought this isn't really the same mechanism that's going on here. The name Hilary was actually poisoned, whereas these other ones were just following the natural fad lifestyle. So I filtered out all the fad names from the analysis, and when I did that, I found that the top 2 poison names were Hilary with 1 L and Hilary with 2 L's. Both of them lost popularity in 1993. So at this point, I know this is a really data-driven crowd, and you guys trust my analysis. However, people always ask the same questions. So to address these, I'll look through 2 case studies. The first, true to Godwin's law, someone always brings up Adolf Hitler. Says, isn't Adolf more poison than Hilary? And I'm here to tell you guys that that is not true. In fact, Hilary was vastly more poison than Adolf ever was. Adolf was actually relatively unaffected by World War II. Whatever that means. The name Katrina is also usually brought up, and so the name Katrina was affected by Hurricane Katrina. However, it only saw a 40% drop in popularity, whereas Hilary saw a 70% drop. So this is all a very funny story, and I treasure it as in relation to my name. However, I actually think there's a really powerful story for young girls, which is that life is not about being popular. Hillary Clinton was extremely unpopular in 1992, and now she's one of the most powerful women in the US. So the moral of the story is don't worry about being popular. So anyway, my name, if you didn't pick it up, my name is Hilary. If you want to read the full analysis, it's on my blog, hilaryparker.com. And I'm on Twitter, so.